actually can't remember the last time I've worn anything short or had my legs on show. So I think that'll be really rewarding, getting that confidence back and being able to wear more things that I would never usually wear before, just because of those choices that I can make. For me personally, it's the best thing I've ever done. I would 100% recommend VeinCentre. I think, as well as obviously the fact that I've now not got the varicose veins anymore, like I said before, the whole experience has just been wonderful. Like, I've just felt so at ease. Hi, I'm Steph. I'm a 36-year-old mum of 2 and I have had my varicose vein treatment done. I've had some laser therapy and some sclerotherapy, which is a foam treatment, into both legs. I've been thinking about having my veins done for quite a long time because the veins have progressively got worse over the years, more so since I've had children. And I actually came for a consultation a couple of years ago, but because I wanted another child, I thought it's probably best to wait. And I think, as well as the health benefits, for me, a lot of it is the aesthetic benefits as well. So the fact that I was finding myself not wanting to wear certain clothes, and I thought this is the time that I need to get them done. I've just been for my consultation with Dr. Krishnan, and it was honestly such a nice experience. Like, I'm beaming, I'm so excited. I actually feel a little bit emotional because they've now booked me in for me to have the varicose veins done. They've talked me through my veins, what the problems were, where the issue is being caused. So I feel like I've learnt loads about it, which is really informative. I didn't feel self-conscious at all. Everybody was really friendly, made me feel really at ease, talked to me about all the kinds of pros and cons. And yeah, I just feel so excited. I actually came out feeling quite emotional because this is something that I've had in the back of my mind for ages that I wanted to do. And I've just been putting it off because I felt like I didn't know much about it. And I just feel now like I'm definitely making the right decision. The symptoms in terms of what I could see was obviously that my veins were protruding, really lumpy, and I could see that they were starting to get starting to get more on each leg. But in terms of how they felt, it was more that the legs would kind of ache. If I was stood on my leg for long periods of time, I'd just get a really dull ache in my legs. And I didn't realise that that wasn't normal until I've since had my veins done, and now I realise that that was actually one of the symptoms. I just thought that was just something that everybody got, but actually that was because of the veins. Before I came to my consultation, and before I came for my treatment, I suppose it's the fear of the unknown, isn't it? So it's like, you don't know, people explain to you what this treatment's going to be, but you don't know until you get it done what it's actually going to be like. And honestly, the relief, as soon as I laid down on the bed and started the treatment, I thought, this is just no way near as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think the sound of it is always worse than what it actually is. And the way that the team talk you through everything that's going on, you're allowed to be as involved as you want. I was allowed to watch the screen if I wanted. I could have put some headphones on and watched my iPad if I wanted. It was totally up to me. But actually I found that knowing what was going on and being able to watch was really kind of put me at ease. And then what I am always really shocked about is just how quickly it's over with. The amount of time I've spent thinking about getting them done versus how quickly it was over. As I walked out, said to my mum at the time, I was like, I can't believe that's it, it's done, that's crazy. So yeah, I did have I think normal kind of anxiety about what was going to happen, but it literally just melted away as soon as the treatment started. So I came about a month ago for my initial consultation. Everything was explained to me in detail. I had my legs scanned and they told me exactly kind of what treatment I would need. Everybody was really helpful, really welcoming. I felt really at ease. I feel like it is something that's quite overwhelming, but I felt really comfortable straight away. Everybody who works here is just lovely, right from the reception staff through to everybody who's scanning the doctors and everything. So I've been back today and actually had the treatment done. So I've had 2 different types of treatment done on both of my legs. I've had laser, and then I've also had sclerotherapy, I think it's called, which is where they inject a foam style thing into my veins. I actually thought it was going to be really painful. I'd kind of worked myself up for it, and it was not painful at all. I was chatting and laughing the whole way through, and the actual procedure on both legs was only 45 minutes, which is just incredible. I was actually thinking, why have I not done this before? So yeah, I feel really good. I've come away with some stockings on, which I've got to keep on for a week, and I just feel really excited and really happy to see the results. I actually can't remember when I first noticed my varicose veins, because I feel like I've had them for that long, but what I have noticed is that they've got worse over the years. I've had 2 children, one is only 4 months old and then the other one's 9. So I've noticed that after each pregnancy, the veins have got worse, so particularly worse on my right leg, or were, they're not anymore. I'm always stood on my feet for long periods of time. I've worked in retail, I've been a teacher, I've been a makeup artist, so I've always had jobs where I'm stood up for very long periods of time. And I think that's also contributed to them worsening over the years. And I have also, which only came up when I came to speak to the doctors a month ago, and I didn't realise that this was probably connected to the varicose veins, as that I'd feel quite like a lot of heaviness and tiredness in my legs by the end of the day, and I have been advised that that will also stop, which I'm obviously very excited about as well. So yeah, it was honestly a breeze, and I just think there was absolutely no reason for me to have put it off for as long as I have, because I think in my head I thought it would be a really big procedure, but actually it was over really quickly. And then straight away the doctor showed me one of the vein that I'm most conscious of in my leg had already gone. Like, it's probably going to come back a little bit because it's going to go hard with the sclerotherapy, but then it'll disappear again. But already it had already disappeared, and I was in shock. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's gone already. It was just incredible really how quickly it works and how pain-free it is. I think the most rewarding part of the treatment for me is going to be being able to wear clothes where I can feel like I can have my legs on show. I think for me, my varicose veins has always been something that I've been really conscious of, to the point where, you know, I will choose and wear clothes that make sure that they're not on show. So I'm really looking forward to being able to dress a bit more freely. I think it's something that nobody else really notices, but I'm very self-conscious of it. Because when I've mentioned to people in the past, like, oh, my varicose veins, they said, oh, I didn't even know that you had varicose veins. So it's definitely something that's internal, but for me, I feel like I'll just be able to go into a shop or look online and be like, oh yeah, I can wear that now, and feel confident in it. So I think for me, I'm really looking forward to that, like holidays next year and summer next year, being able to put on, you know, short skirts or shorts, which I've not done for, I literally can't remember the last time I've worn anything short or had my legs on show. So I think that'll be really rewarding, getting that confidence back. To be honest, it's all gone way better than I expected it to be. I've been for my second lot of treatment today, and I was like, oh, do I get to come back? Because I actually feel really good when I'm here. Like, everybody's so lovely, all the team are really, really nice, and like I said, just really reassuring. I think, I don't know if most people feel like this, but for me, it's kind of been something that I've been self-conscious about. So I've always been really funny about letting people see my legs, especially like touching them and stuff. But I think you've just got to put your hands into put it into the hands of the experts. And honestly, everybody is just so lovely and really puts you at ease. And it's just been a really, really pleasant experience. The difference that I feel now compared to before is really quite monumental. For me, like I said earlier, a lot of it is I wouldn't wear certain clothes. I'd be very self-conscious if I would go on holiday. I'd be really self-conscious about it. If anybody was taking a picture and my legs were on show, I'd have to position myself in a certain way. And I don't think I realised just how self-conscious I was of it, because it's something that had happened progressively. I just got kind of used to hiding them. Whereas now, like, we're coming into winter and I've just bought some sheer tights, which sounds so minimal, but I would always wear a full cut. I would never even have anything that would slightly show my legs, because I'd always think, well, you can see my veins through it. And even something so little as that, I'm being able to wear more things that I would never usually wear before, just because of those choices that I can make. And I have got a holiday coming up in a couple of months, and I'm actually so excited, and I'm thinking, oh, think of all the things that I can actually wear now that I would never usually wear before. So I think the biggest thing for me is my self-confidence has just grown so much, and it's only been 7 weeks since my first treatment. So in another 6 weeks' time, I just feel like I'm going to feel like a different person. So for me, that self-confidence, I think that's something that you can't even put a price on, because it's everything, isn't it, really? It's quite life-changing. Since I've had my treatment, I've been talking about it loads, and loads of people are saying that, oh, I've been thinking about getting it done, or I didn't realise I could do that. And my advice is just go for the consultation. I think if you come for your consultation, you'll be able to learn all about you individually. Like I've learned why I've got varicose veins in the first place, what I can do going forward to prevent them coming back again. So I feel way more educated now on the whole subject than I ever did just from that first consultation. So I think if you just come for your consultation, you can then make a really educated decision on what you're going to do going forward. So yeah, obviously, like, do your research, but for me the best thing to do is just come, meet the team, find out about what's going on, and then you can make your decision from there. But I don't think you'll regret it. For me personally, it's the best thing I've ever done. I would 100% recommend VeinCentre. I think, as well as obviously the fact that I've now not got the varicose veins anymore, like I said before, the whole experience has just been wonderful. Like I've just felt so at ease, and I think that feeling that the VeinCentre create is, you remember that, I think, more than anything. So obviously I'm going to remember that I've not got veins anymore, but I'll also remember how I felt when I came, because it's been a really positive experience. So I would 100% recommend VeinCentre. Yeah.